hypnotized. I make your...
Hey guys, it's Aidette. So today I'm going to be doing this get ready with me to go shopping with my friends Maggie and Z. So if you guys want to see how I created this rose gold look using the new Violet Voss and Nicole... That flew out of my hands. If you guys want to see how I create this look, just keep on watching. So I'm first going to be starting off with my Nicole Concealio palette. And this one has been all over social media, but I just think it is so gorgeous. And I was like, you know what? I need to try it out today for you guys. And I'm going to go for a neutral look. So I'm first going to be starting off with Daisy right here and then mix it with Bruh right up here. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be meeting up with Z and also with Maggie. I'm so excited because I haven't seen Maggie since November, and I'm sure that you guys probably remember her from my old vlogs. She's in LA because tomorrow is a Tarte event, and I have never been to a Tarte event, so it's kind of like a big deal. So we're gonna be going to that event, and we were supposed to hang out yesterday too and kind of have a sleepover, but then things just didn't work out. But it's fine, so just popping this color into my transition. I do right away have something to say about this palette. This is my first time trying out the palette, and I definitely can see that the colors, well, the colors that I'm using right now, Daisy and Bruh, they're not super pigmented, so I definitely have to dip in like plenty of times until I get the color that I desire. We'll just see as we dip into some more colors. Okay, and I also definitely forgot to set my brows, so I'm gonna be taking my Ready Set Brow by Benefit. I love this stuff. It keeps my brows in place, and I barely just started using it. And also with the little brush, it's very like, it's kind of like a mascara wand, but I personally really like mascara ones that are like plastic instead of like little bristles, because I feel like it just really gets in there and kind of gives it like a very separated effect, and that's the kind of brush this thing has. So it gives your hairs like a very full bushy effect, I feel like. Okay, so today I'm feeling a very orangey vibe. I know I am always going for the warm tones, but warm tones are just so flattering. I personally don't really like cool tones. Pizza right here, which is such a cute little name. These names I've noticed in all of Violet Voss's palettes, they all have such cute names. I'm placing that on the outer part of my eye. And, ooh, okay, this color is very pigmented. I'm loving it. So just leaving it on the outer part of my eye, taking it like right into my crease as well. Also, just to soften up the eyes, I'm taking a clean fluffy brush, I'm just pushing it in, making sure that everything is nice and seamless. Then I'll be going in with Hey Girl right here, and that's gonna add a lot more dimension, so I'm gonna be taking it right on the outer part of my eyes very softly, because I don't want like a big fat blob of, you know, darkness. Okay, this one's not as pigmented as Pizza, but it's a pretty color. By the way, thoughts on the packaging. I think it is so cute. Look at how like holographic it is. That is such a trend, or it's been such a trend for quite a while. So as you can see, I'm literally just pushing it into the outer part of my eye, and I'm like taking it a little bit into the crease, but not like too drastically. I just want everything to just kind of flow, and then I'll go back in with a fluffy brush and make sure everything's all blended. Okay, I'm loving this combo. All these like reds and oranges together, I think, are blending so pretty together. Glorious. And as you can see, it's like a gorgeous coppery pinky rose gold champagne color, and I think I want to wet my brush first, so I'm going to be taking my Milani Make It Last, and I usually like to take these products onto my brushes first because it makes the look a lot more vibrant. I'm just dipping my brush into here. So spraying your brush definitely makes a difference. because it just makes it look a lot more metallic. So maybe without the spray it would look a lot more chalky. But either way, like with every eyeshadow that I apply onto my lids, I always apply some spray beforehand just to make it a lot more vibrant. And then I always like to just kind of feather it out a little bit just to kind of make it into a gradient. And now going back in with Hey Girl, so we're gonna be taking it right here on the outer part. And you just kind of want to push in the color and then also take it a little bit above, and you're good. Now for the brow bone highlight, of course you can never forget that because that just really lifts up your face. So I'm going to be taking a yellowy one today, this one right here called Zozo. And this color like really goes with the rose gold type color that we put on our eyelids, because in some like directions you can see that there's like little specks of yellow. I know this is really weird, but I usually like to just do my face once I'm done with the eyeshadow and then go back in later with my mascara and my eyelashes because I feel like they last longer throughout the day. So I'm going to be moving on to the face. For primer and foundation, I'm going to be using this Glossier Priming Moisturizer, and then I'm going to be going in with my NARS Sheer Glow in the shade Barcelona. So I'm really excited to hang out with them today because I haven't seen Maggie in a long time and I've never met Z. So just taking some foundation onto the back of my hand. And I haven't used this foundation in a long time. Like I remember I used to like love it. Okay, where's my beauty blender? Okay, BRB. I'm gonna go cry really quickly. So instead of using a beauty blender today, I'm surprisingly using a Real Techniques. I'm just like shooketh at the fact because I literally never ever use anything besides my trusty beauty blender. And it just like grew on me. I don't know what it is. I just think that it's like super soft. But I do have to say that nothing will ever replace my beauty blender. Okay, and now for my concealer, I'm going to be using this BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Concealer, and this is new, but I haven't heard anyone talk about it, so I am literally so confused because I put it on the back of my hand yesterday. I forgot for what reason. I think I was just like really curious because these came out like months ago, I feel like. It's literally so thick and I love thick concealers. So this is in the shade 106, and do you see this thickness and pigmentation? And the shade is so yellow, and if you guys have been watching me for some time, you would know that I'm obsessed with yellow concealer. So look at how satisfying. I love to lather on my concealers, so don't judge me. Okay, I think I might have put on just the tiniest little bit too much. That was the hardest thing to ever blend out in my entire life, but it's fine. And before this thing creases because it's so thick, I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D setting powder. I bake my face. I really like to just make sure that it's so pressed in. I feel like that's what makes the makeup last a lot longer instead of just like swiping it away. And now taking my NYC Sunny bronzer, which is of course the OG fave here on YouTube. Just gonna be contouring and bronzing up at the same time. I just love a bronzed up face, but literally I am so excited. Like, I'm so excited to eat. I'm so excited to shop. I already know I'm gonna do some damage, but I'm gonna try to control myself because I rarely even like spoil myself. So I feel like today is probably the day I need to do some retail therapy. And then sometimes when I'm like way too lazy to just even contour my nose, I'll just give like a light little wash of shadow. Then taking my all-time favorite blush, which is my MAC Mellow Blush. This thing is literally my OG favorite. It will always be my favorite just because it's like the perfect peachy. I can wear it with any, like really just anything, so it's my favorite. And I'll just spray my face with my Milani Make It Last. This thing literally makes your face stay on all day. So just generously. And then after, I'm going to be going ahead with another one of my favorites, which is my staple, my Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood. You guys already know, super popular, and I'm just gonna be dipping right into it. Oh my gosh, okay, it's not hard to see why literally everyone is obsessed with this highlighter. You just pop it on and you're popping, like, perfect. And then just for good luck, I always like to spritz my face all over again. And now going back into the Nicole palette, I'm going to be taking Bruh and Pizza mixed together now. Taking this shade right here and this one and running it on my lower lash line. So the reason that I do this is because your lash line always needs to match the outer part of your eye, I feel like. Just to give it like some evenness, or else it's going to kind of look a little bit unbalanced. And lastly, I'm going to be taking a little bit of Hey Girl, and this is going to be going onto the very outer edge of my lash line. Now finishing everything up with the eyes and the lips, I'm going to be taking my Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal mascara along with my Queen Bees by Coco Lashes. And now to top off the entire look, I'm going to be going ahead and taking my Too Faced Melted Latex along with my MAC Boldly Bare Lip Liner. And I have never used these as a duo, but today is going to be the day, and I think that it's going to look really pretty, so I'm excited. Alright guys, so that is all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I am looking forward to doing so many more get ready with me's, and let me know if you like this like new location and this quality of my camera. This won't last forever, I promise you guys. I have other things coming to make my videos look a lot better. Give me some feedback. I want to know if you guys like it or not. If not, then I can try and change it, try to do something about it. But love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.